Hi, thank you for joining. I'm going to do a 20-minute yoga stretch for arms and for legs, just to get a good stretch out because I'm doing a lot of hiking. Thanks for joining. And if you'd like to subscribe or hit the like button, that'd be great. Um, so we're just going to go ahead and most of the poses, all the poses are going to be in the standing position this time. We're going to do 20 minutes and going to be a lot of stretching of the middle, the arms, and the legs. We're going to start out with the pyramid pose. Actually, this one is a great stretch for your legs. So I'm going to turn to the side. Bring one foot as far forward as you're comfortable. Keep a hip distance apart so that you're very steady on your feet. And always kind of spread your toes on the mat so that you have a really good grip. And then we're just going to put basically your head to your knee or wherever you can get it. Oh, and put your hands behind your back. So again, you want to stay stable. Spread your legs apart like hip width, and then just come on over. And you want to get a good stretch. So if you need to pull your leg out further and adjust, go ahead and do that. Take a couple of deep breaths in here on each leg. If you can get the leg straight, or the straighter you can get it, the more of the stretch. Now this literally, I can feel this stinging in my hips. It's a great stretch for your hips. Okay, bring that foot forward. Take the next forward, the foot forward, hip distance apart. Spread your toes, put your hands behind your back, and come on over onto your knee or wherever you can get. Stay in here for a couple of those deep breaths. Remember, 2 sniffs in so the breath goes all the way to the bottom of your stomach. And then a long breath out. That's 1 breath. And again, I can really feel this in here. Okay, come on back up to standing position. We're going to go into the chair pose. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. You basically want to plant your toes hip distance apart. Just come on down like you're sitting in a chair. So you want to try and keep your knees right over your toes, not really far forward. So all the way back into a chair. Hold this for 2 deep breaths. We're going to stay in this position and we're going to do a rotated chair pose. So come over one side, take your elbow to your outside knee and get a good twist in your middle. Give it a couple of good deep breaths. Okay, come to the middle, go to the chair, come to the other side, get a good twist in your middle. Take a couple of slow, deep breaths. Okay, come on out of that one. We're going to go into the lunge. This is a lot of these poses are stretching, strengthening, big stretches in your thighs and your arms. So we're going to come to the lunge, step 1 foot forward, 1 foot in back. Go as far forward as you can comfortably go. Bring your knee down. And you can put your hands on the floor for a good, you're going to feel a stretch in your straight leg. the thigh. That's where you should feel it. If you're not feeling it, take a much wider stance. The wider you go, the better the stretch. Hold this one for 2 deep breaths. Okay, you want to slowly come back up. We're going to go back into the opposite leg. This is really a lunge. Come out as far as you can. You can also do this. You can take your elbow to your knee and come down. Or you can go to the floor, whatever's more comfortable. But you want to feel a really deep stretch in your thigh of the straight leg. Take 2 deep breaths here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go back to this lunge, but we're going to do a twist with it. So we'll come back up. Take 2 deep breaths here. Okay, come on back up. We're going to go into a twisted lunge. So basically, this is opposite leg, same thing we just did. You're going to come over and get a good twist in here. Not much different, but it's what it does is it's twisting your whole middle, which is important. You don't want to just go front to back. We want to go side to side. Okay? Switch legs. We're going to twist to the other side. You should feel a really good stretch in here. Okay. Come on back up. We're going to do a wide legged forward fold. I love these. Super comfortable to do. Wide leg. Go as wide as you can. Bend over forward. You can grab your elbows. You want to go down. Okay, and here we're going to rotate the wide-legged forward fold. So you're going to feel a really good stretch in your inner thigh. Trying to do all the different parts of the leg stretches and the arm stretches. Okay, come on back up, go to the center, go to the other side. Should feel a deep stretch in your right thigh, or whichever leg you're in. I want to do one more stretch while we're here in this position. Bring your legs in a little bit. We're going to do, basically, we're going to go into putting your one foot that way and the other foot perpendicular. And I want you to do a side stretch. So this whole side just comes out like this. So it's one long line. Get a deep stretch in your side. Hold here for another breath. Okay, come on up. We're going to switch sides. One leg is out that way. Your back leg is perpendicular. And just remember, it's going to be a side angle stretch. So this whole side, you're going to have one big long stretch. Hold here for 2 breaths. Really pull your side. It won't hurt. It should just, you might even hear a little bit of your back cracking, but it feels really good. Okay, come on up. We're going to go into a forward fold. We're just going to hang here. Sorry, there's a lot of sun out here. So, it started out so cold this morning. It's still a little chilly, but it's warming up. Okay, then bring your legs together. And I want you to fold, hang. This is going to stretch out your whole entire back. Really good for your spine. So we're going to go into the forward fold. Take 3 deep breaths here, okay? And just hang. Your body needs to just sort of stay in the poses for a number of breaths in order to get a really good stretch. And if you want to grab your legs, you can. If you want to just hold the mat, or if you come up just to here, anywhere is fine. Just as long as you trying to stretch out your whole vertebrae here. Okay, I want you to do one downward dog. We're going to give the calves a good stretch. Always a good one to do. Really, if you could pump your ankles, it's excellent for your calves and your feet. So I always like to do this one. We're going to come into a 30-second plank, not a long one. Oh gosh, I'm totally shaking. Okay, that's enough. Back into the downward dog. Pedal your feet. Come on up. We're going to go into the forward fold. And come on up to our final mountain pose. Oh, give it a good stretch up. Maybe stand on your toes, up and down. Give them a stretch. Really good to exercise them and your calves. And then we'll come into a final mountain pose. Since I'm in the mountains, thank you so much for clicking on the YouTube channel. Appreciate that. Have a great day. Hope you're stretched.